Anyone who has experimented with various diets for weight loss is certainly familiar with their drawbacks. Low-calorie diets can make you feel drained, hungry, and irritable. Constipation and cravings can result from low-carb or keto diets. Contrary to popular opinion, low-fat diets are difficult to stick to and do not appear to protect against cardiovascular disease. Another diet strategy is intermittent fasting, which restricts when you eat rather than what you eat. That adjustment might be less challenging to handle for certain folks. Short-term research indicates that people adhere to intermittent fasting diets as well as or better than they adhere to other diets. According to a 2019 review paper in a journal called Nutrients, intermittent fasting encourages weight loss and may lessen risk factors connected to heart diseases, diabetes, high blood pressure, hyperlipidemia, and inflammation. In this video, we are going to discuss how you can use intermittent fasting for weight loss and some of the signs to watch for. But before the video begins, please give it a like. If you want to see more, subscribe to the channel. Now let's begin. What is intermittent fasting? As a part of their spiritual commitment, monks and other religious ascetics have practiced intermittent fasting since the dawn of time to exercise self-denial and control their cravings. However, this diet is currently gaining popularity among fitness enthusiasts as a rapid and easy method of weight loss. The term intermittent fasting describes eating patterns that aim to have low or no calorie intake for set intervals of time, which can range from 12 hours to several days. It has a set time limit, is voluntary, and involves frequent consumption of caloric beverages. According to research, it is more likely to imitate human feeding habits. Understanding intermittent fasting physiology. It is important to understand the fundamental physiology of glucose and lipid metabolism as well as the idea of metabolic switching that takes place during the fasting state when discussing intermittent fasting and its impact on health. There are 4 stages in the fed-fast cycle: the fed state, the post-absorptive state, early fasting state, the fasting state, and the starvation or long-term fast state. During the day, glucose serves as the majority of tissue's main source of energy. Triglycerides from adipose tissue are transformed into fatty acids and glycerol during prolonged fasting periods, and these compounds are then digested to produce energy. The liver then converts fatty acids to ketone bodies, which during fasting become a major source of energy for many tissues, especially the brain. In the feeding state, where the body uses glucose as fuel, insulin is the main driving hormone, but in the fasting state, glucagon is the main driving hormone and the body uses liver glycogen stores for energy. The point of negative energy balance at which liver glycogen stores are depleted and fatty acids are digested marks the beginning of the metabolic transition. Usually, this happens more than 12 hours after the last meal. In a fully fasted state, your body switches from using glucose as its primary fuel source to using ketones, which causes a variety of cellular signaling to promote cellular repair and recycling mechanisms while decreasing cellular growth pathways. Increased insulin sensitivity, antioxidant defenses, and mitochondrial efficiency are just a few of the cellular modifications brought on by repeated fasting. It is conceivable that fasting may help lower diabetes, high cholesterol, hypertension, and obesity given how much of chronic disease is caused by underlying insulin resistance and inflammation. The most popular intermittent fasting methods. Nowadays, there are a number of recommended protocols and techniques for intermittent fasting. Some of the more popular ones include alternate day fasting, which entails a 24-hour fast every other day, and the 5-to-2 approach, which calls for a 24-hour fast twice a week, and consumption of a very low-calorie diet on the other 2 days of the week. This strategy allows for fasting on consecutive or non-consecutive days. Another common strategy is time-restricted feed, which involves fasting every day for varying amounts of time. Typically, feeding takes place during a 6-hour period, with breakfast in the morning and dinner before 3 p.m., allowing the fast to last between 14 and 18 hours. Reason for caution with intermittent fasting. Despite the promising outcomes of intermittent fasting, it does not come without side effects. Some of the commonly reported adverse effects include hypoglycemia, dizziness, and weakness. Overall, it seems that the greatest detrimental side effect of intermittent fasting is hypoglycemia. A review by Dardano et al. Reported that the variable glucose concentration in the elderly was associated with increased instability in ambulation, leading to frequent falls and fractures. In addition, fasting without proper protein replacement is a well-known cause of muscle wasting and should be avoided. Fasting is not advised for people with hormonal abnormalities, pregnant women, breastfeeding mothers, young children, elderly people, and those with immunological weaknesses, particularly those who have a history of solid organ transplantation and subsequent medical immunosuppression. Planned fasting is not recommended for people with eating disorders or dementia because these conditions present special difficulties that will probably be made worse by the practice. Make sure to first talk to your doctor if you wish to try intermittent fasting. For those with specific diseases, such as diabetes, skipping meals and significantly reducing calories might be harmful. Some people who take medications for blood pressure or heart disease also may be more prone to imbalances of sodium, potassium, and other minerals during longer than normal periods of fasting. Alright, that's all. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel, share, and comment below. See you in the next video.